Is it time to buy or sell Vulcan Materials Company stock? In this video, we will explore Vulcan Materials Company in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 10th of September, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with a more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest insights. You do not want to miss any critical updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4, at StockInvest.us. Leverage the power of AI to receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is intended for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since July 21, 2025, our system has identified Vulcan Materials Company as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 2.06. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Those who adhered to our analysis would have experienced an impressive gain of 11.1% since we initially categorized Vulcan Materials Company as a buy candidate 37 days ago. This results in an average return of 0.3% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock is currently positioned within a narrow and strong upward trend in the short term, indicating that further increases within this trend are expected. The current 3-month trend points to a potential change of approximately 16.32% over the next 3 months, with a possible return. Our latest daily update for Vulcan Materials Company highlights a green day on Wednesday, with the stock gaining 0.68%. On the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 10th of September 2025, the Vulcan Materials Company stock price increased by 0.68%, rising from $292.44 to $294.43. During this trading session, the stock fluctuated by 1.28%, with a low of $291.90 and a high of $295.65. The stock has risen in 6 out of the last 10 days and is up by 1.11% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, the trading volume decreased by 241,000 shares, totaling 473,000 shares traded, amounting to approximately $139,270,000. It is important to consider that decreasing volume amid rising prices may indicate divergence and could serve as an early warning for potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $299.29, while the lowest price was $215.08. Currently, the price sits at 1.62% or $4.86, below the 52-week high of $299.29, which also marks the all-time high for the stock. Vulcan Materials reported its results for the second quarter of 2025, revealing a mixed yet actionable narrative. Revenue and earnings increased year over year, fueled by disciplined pricing, margin expansion, and contributions from recent acquisitions. However, both the top and bottom lines narrowly fell short of Wall Street estimates, and shipments experienced volume declines. Management has reaffirmed its full-year earnings outlook, indicating confidence in their execution despite challenges from weather disruptions and elevated cost inflation. In the short term, the earnings miss and weakness in shipments have exerted downward pressure on the stock as investors reassess near-term demand and the sustainability of margins. Nevertheless, the reaffirmed outlook, ongoing pricing power, and margin improvements should limit further downside and may trigger a rebound if volumes stabilize. Looking ahead, Vulcan remains the largest producer of aggregates in the United States and stands to benefit from ongoing federal infrastructure spending and industry consolidation, which will support steady revenue and cash flow growth. This long-term trend, combined with disciplined pricing and mergers and acquisitions, suggests potential for upside over time. However, persistent high interest rates and rising operating costs are significant risks that could limit valuation expansion and slow down project activity. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 4th of August, 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned VMC a buy rating with a hold action. On Friday, the 16th of May, 2025, It was reported that UBS assigned VMC a buy rating with an upgrade action. On Thursday, the 1st of May, 2025, it was reported that Stephens assigned VMC an overweight rating with a hold action. On Monday, the 7th of April, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned VMC a neutral rating with a downgrade action. On Monday, the 24th of March, 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned VMC a buy rating with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Vulcan Materials Company stock a general neutral rating. They categorize the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. For return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Vulcan Materials Company. There are mixed signals regarding the stock today. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Monday, the 8th of September, 2025, and so far it has declined by 1.5%. Further decline is anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Additionally, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. The stock of Vulcan Materials Company holds buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, contributing to a positive outlook for the stock. There is also a general buy signal based on the relationship between these two signals, where the short-term average is above the long-term average. In the event of corrections downwards, support is expected from the lines at $293.35 and $286.07. A breakdown below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. Volume decreased during the last trading day, despite an increase in prices. This creates a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. Therefore, the stock should be monitored closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, sell signal. Pivots, sell signal, 3 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal, 3 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal, 3 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal, 39 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal, 46 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, sell signal, 7 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal, 93 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal, 85 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Vulcan Materials Company. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $274.67 and $262.18. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this level may lead to a decline towards the next support level. In this case, Vulcan Materials Company finds support just below today's level at $274.67. If this is breached, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at $262.18 and $255.94. Overall, the stock tends to exhibit very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the risk is considered quite low. During the last day, the stock fluctuated $3.75 between its high and low, which is equivalent to 1.28%. Over the last week, the stock has shown a daily average volatility of 1.82%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Vulcan Materials Company, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, let's discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important ratio assesses a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A high PE ratio may suggest that the stock is overvalued or that investors anticipate significant growth in the future. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 29th of October, 2025. Analyst consensus estimates stand at $2.66. It's important to keep an eye on these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Vulcan Materials Company. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Vulcan Materials Company is at $294.81. If you don't own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Vulcan Materials Company encounters its first support level at $274.67. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Vulcan Materials Company from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's review some recent insider trades. On the 26th of August, 2025, Pig Randy L. executed an insider sale of 350 shares of common stock. On the 21st of August, 2025, Pig Randy L. executed an insider sale of 650 shares of common stock. On the 30th of June, 2025, Shah Mitesh Bansal made an insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock. On the 30th of June, 2025, Shah Mitesh Bansal made another insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock for a 401k plan. On the 31st of December, 2027, Shah Mitesh Bansal executed an insider purchase of 770 shares of performance share units. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've determined that insider power is positive with a ratio of 1.014. In total, insiders bought 222,006 shares and sold 204,513 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $283.24, reflecting a decrease of 3.8%. This stock exhibits very low daily fluctuations, resulting in minimal risk. Additionally, a sell signal has been identified from a pivot top that was established 2 days ago. Is Vulcan Materials Company stock a good buy? Several short-term indicators, along with an overall positive trend, suggest that the current level may present a buying opportunity, as there is a reasonable chance for Vulcan Materials Company stock to perform well in the near future. After assessing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Thursday, the 11th of September, we anticipate that Vulcan Materials Company will open lower by 440 cents and begin trading at $293.99. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money. It is essential to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the buying or selling of securities. Your investment decisions should not rely solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By using this information, you agree to take full responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We encourage you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day, with warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.